This is an exclusive penthouse suite listed as a place of business for a Tyrell subsidiary. Kano Nakayama is not listed as an authorized tenant.
He wouldn't be. This is where he came to disappear for a while. Guess it worked. Too well.
The apartment entrance has a keyword lock. Correct keyword must be spoken aloud by an authorized user. Initiating local Esper scan. Stand by.
Come on, Kano, get us in!
Kano Nakayama.
Come on, Kano, get us in!
Kano Nakayama.
You must provide the keyword. Playing keyword.
Kano Nakayama.
Looks like we're late to the party.
I don't get it. This is a crime scene, not a party.
It's called sarcasm, Holly. Try to keep up.
To reconstruct the entire sequence of events, Esper requires at least 3 points of reference. A flyer for Club Ouroboros. Eve handled this. Mackie might be able to make use of it as evidence. You should get this data cartridge to Mackie. Scanning photo. It is an image of Kano Nakayama and Lilith Tyrell. Two more Esper fragments required. Esper needs one more local scan to finish reconstructing the scene. It's a neural kernel implant. Serial number is registered to Kano Nakayama. It was forcibly removed from his cranial shunt.
ready for a surprise?
Of course. What do you have in mind?
Sufficient forensic references found.
Are you ready for a surprise?
Of course. What do you have in mind?
Give us the keyword!
Lilith!
Eve forced Nakayama to tell her the passcode. I should be able to use the same code to open the safe. You must provide the keyword. Playing keyword.
Lilith!
They left you party favors.
What?
Try to keep up, Harper. You may have arrived late, but it appears you were invited to the party after all.
So they knew I was coming. Is this some kind of game?
That badge matches your Blade Runner ID, Harper.
I still have my badge on me. So this is a forgery. What the hell is going on here?
Scanning. Retinal data does not match anyone in my database. Nakayama's neural kernel. That could prove useful.
It's got something inscribed on the bottom. Isaiah 34:14. Been a while since Sunday school for me, but I'm pretty sure that's a Bible verse.
It's a quote from the Bible. Associated with the myth of Lilith, the first woman created by God. Before you leave, use the neural kernel to access Nakayama's terminal. You've unlocked Kano Nakayama's encrypted drive. According to the log, Eve uploaded a file designated Confidential within the Tyrell network. Codename Night Owl.
This is what they came for.
Test subject Aram Keith, Nexus 6. Incept date 03/05/18. Night Owl pathogen version 2.0. Administered at 2:22 p.m. Time of death was 6 minutes later at 2:28 p.m. Test was successful.
Harper, I marked these files as evidence and forwarded them to Specialist Mackey for analysis. You should get going, Harper. Go back to the elevator. Auto nav on. Detective Harper, in your online case file, I've taken the liberty of omitting the fact that you found a replica of your badge in Nakayama's apartment.
Why is that?
I suggest you wait until all the facts are in before sharing any with Captain Holden.
Maybe you're right. He's already paranoid about the mole.
We are now on final approach. You have a message from Captain Holden.
Harper, you know where I am.
Detective Harper, you know the drill. Just place it all on the table. Thank you. Look into the scanner, please. Verified. And your multi-tool, aim it to the right. Prototype firmware, Holly AI X80. Confirmed. You're free to enter.
Hey, speak of the devil. Look who's here, sir.
Do you have any idea what you found, Detective?
I assume it involves the replicant underground.
This Night Owl thing? It's a goddamn revelation. Explain it, Mackie.
Turns out, Night Owl, the code word for a viral pathogen developed in secret by Tyrell himself before his death. The virus is highly contagious and fatal, but only to replicants. Humans are immune.
How does the virus work?
It's airborne, like the common cold, and there's no way to stop it. No antidote or cure. But it only turns deadly when exposed to replicant DNA. It's quite genius, actually, if it works as advertised.
What are the symptoms?
It works very fast. The lab report shows that within an hour of being exposed, a replicant will expire. And it's not pretty.
Seems bad for Tyrell's business model. Why create it?
Well, there's a reason they've kept this secret. Obviously, even Eldon Tyrell knew that replicants were unstable. This was his fail-safe measure. A last resort if his creations ever went too far.
Think of it. In one fell swoop, we can crush the replicant underground and ensure that Prohibition is here to stay.
It'll put me out of the job, but I welcome that.
We're mobilizing. I put in for a court order that will empower us to seize this Night Owl virus by any means necessary. You stay on Nakayama. See if you can find the bastard. I have more to discuss with Specialist Mackie. Dismissed.
Step into my office. Detective, mon de garde.
Hey, Lieutenant.
I want you to run a VK on the perp we picked up in Chinatown. Could be a Nexus 6.
What's with all this talk about a mole?
The mole is not your concern. Internal Affairs is on it. Worry about yourself, Blade Runner.
Where do you stand on Prohibition?
I don't get involved with politics. If the law changes, I will follow it.
You should leave Lieutenant Gaff alone. Harper, The Voight-Comp empathy test determines if the subject is a human or replicant based on measured empathetic responses. Does that mean that empathy is the only thing that separates man from machine?
No. The test determines if someone is human or not. Doesn't mean that empathy is the only thing that makes someone human.
If the test shows that the suspect is a replicant, will you retire him?
Not if keeping him alive can lead us to Nakayama.
Harper, good of you to join us. Got your perp in here. You ready to do this thing?
Thanks, Gower. I'll take it from here. You were apprehended in the Chinatown vicinity following a replicant attack. What were you doing there?
This is an outrage. I have been here for hours. Where's my lawyer?
You don't need a lawyer. I just want to ask you a few questions, which I have full authority to do since Prop 62, Pat.
Ah, Prop 62 my ass. Just get this over with.
You're gonna answer the questions I ask, one way or another. And don't get any funny ideas.
Listen, mate, I keep getting an idea to kick your skull in. Does that count?
I need to calibrate the machine for accurate results. Sit tight. A friend owes you money and claims to be broke. You notice the same friend wearing an expensive watch the next day. How do you handle the situation?
No, a person like that does not deserve my friendship.
Imagine that you're lost in a dark forest. You come upon a frightened young girl. A pack of wild wolves has surrounded her. But then you realize she's a replicant. Would you save her?
What, you telling me the kid's a skin job? Nah, mate, impossible. Replicants are born as full-size adults.
Better get comfortable. This is gonna take a while. You're at a dinner party with some friends. The host is serving roasted dog.
Nah, I don't got anything else to say to you, mate.
Silence is not an option here. A coworker lies to get a promotion you wanted. If you report it, they will most likely be fired and you'll receive the promotion. Do you turn them in?
Of course I'd turn him in. It's a dog-eat-dog world, after all.
We're done here. Just need to verify the results.
The test determined that he is a replicant. What do you want to do?
The test came out clear. You're free to go.
Wait, what, is that it? We're done?
The machine determined that the suspect is a replicant. Why did you let him go?
He's no use to me dead. Let him think he beat the test. Tag him and track him and maybe he'll lead us to Nakayama.
Very clever, Detective. Now I know why they say you are the best. Attention. Your tracker shows that Lazarus is on the move. Return to your spinner. Auto nav on. Purge.
No more waiting. Lock it in.
Suspect location locked. We are on his tail, Harper.
Pay dirt.
Detective Harper, be advised. The suspect has been traced to the rooftop of that building, presently meeting with two unidentified individuals. Please acknowledge.
It's them. Call for backup and move in.
Backup requested. Initiating final approach in stealth mode. Units are en route.
Wait, I see something. Over there. One female, one male. That's Nakayama. Can you verify?
CSAT scan confirms positive ID for Kano Nakayama and Eve.
Moving in.
Harper, don't. I suggest you wait until backup arrives.
No. If I wait, I risk losing Nakayama. It's now or never.
Are you scared, Harper? You should be! Well then, someone's getting nasty! Ah, come on, let's go! This is fun! Yeah! Come on, mate! You can do better than that! You're an animal! Please, let me explain. We're on the same side, you and I. If I wanted to kill you, you'd already be dead.
I'll give you 2 minutes. Tell me something interesting.
Nakayama is here, mate. See for yourself. Over there.
I'm impressed, Harper. I should thank you. Without your help, our plan wouldn't have worked.
Nakayama, let him go.
You came here, Kano, I know. He has served his purpose. But I can't let you take him alive. Sorry.
No, we had a deal. I did everything you asked.
I'll be sure to tell Lilith you say hello.
I should have known it would end like this. The things I've done. They forced me into terrible things.
If you're ever gonna confess, now's the time, pal. Speak up. Before you're dead.
Held me hostage. 3 days, I think. The procedure... I only wanted to help them make peace. I never... Oh, Lilith.
Lilith, tell me, how can I stop them?
I'm so sorry. They threatened my family. I had no choice.
What did they force you to do?
The operation. There's 2 now. Not 1, 2. You can still save her.
Your backup has arrived.
Too little, too late.
They should have been here sooner. For some reason, my initial backup request wasn't received.
Doesn't matter. I'm still responsible for what happened here.
Auto nav on. Harper, do you think it's possible you're a replicant? You must admit, there is mounting evidence to support it.
Part of me thinks the replicants are just messing with my head, trying to throw me off my game. Another part of me thinks, who knows? This feels like a dream.
As an AI entity, I don't believe the origin of my consciousness is relevant here and now. I think, therefore I am.
Replicant, human, doesn't matter. We are who we are based on our programming.
And yet, if free will exists, we are who we choose to be. It is our actions that define us. You have a message from Captain Holden.
Harper, get to my office, now.
Detective Harper, you know the drill.
That's everything.
Thank you. Eyes on the scanner. Huh. Give it another go. Try not to move. Oh, I see. You've been flagged for special orders. Hold on a sec.
Right this way. Nice and easy. Sayap munka. Kitocha. You're in too deep, Harper. Time to wake up. Tough night, Detective. It's about to get tougher. Do you have anything to say?
I don't know how they'll get their hands on it, but the replicants are close to getting Night Owl.
Well, replicants move in mysterious ways. You ought to know. Things don't look good, Harper. Holden will be here soon. I suggest you tell him the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Why was I denied entry? Why are you looking at me like that?
Just relax, Harper. Noogie. Holden's on his way here. He'll explain everything.
Well, Harper, quite a night you've had. Too bad you lost the engineer, but Nakayama was never our priority. What I don't understand is why you spared the Nexus 6. Lucky for you, Taverner was able to finish the job. But now I need you to answer a few questions for me.
I don't like where this is going.
When was the last time you saw Lilith Tyrell?
Yesterday, at Tyrell HQ. Why?
She's gone missing. Her assistant claims you requested a meeting with her after you left Tyrell HQ. True?
No, I never requested any meeting.
We know you've been withholding evidence. Do you deny it?
You mean the badge. I only left that out of my case file because I didn't want it to get me sidelined.
For all I know, you're the mole who's been compromising my unit for weeks. I don't want to believe it's you, Harper. But there's only one way to be sure. I want you to submit to a void conf test. If you pass, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you fail, well, you'll be looking at an early retirement. You know the drill. Just relax and focus on the red dot. Please answer as quickly as you can. Are you ready?
Does it matter?
Let's begin. You're traveling with a child. When your vehicle crashes into the ocean, you have only time to free yourself or the child. Who do you save?
Of course, I'd save the child.
A friend owes you money and claims to be broke. You notice the same friend wearing an expensive watch the next day. How do you handle the situation?
I've asked that question 1,000,000 times. Move on.
You find yourself in a dark forest. You come upon a wild white horse drinking from a stream. Then you notice the animal has a long, thin horn protruding from the top of its head. What are you looking at?
A unicorn. But it must be a fake.
You reach out to touch the mythical creature, but when your fingers brush up against the white fur, it darkens, and the unicorn crumbles into a pile of black ash. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Ashes, fire, loss, water, air, recovery, death.
Let me ask you one more question, Detective. Tell me straight up. Are you a human or a replicant?
Who am I to judge? I have no idea.
I'll take that response as sarcasm. Well, I don't know if you're a skin job, but I'm pretty sure you didn't kidnap Miss Tyrell. She just showed up at her office, unharmed.
Do you believe me now?
I don't believe anything other than the fact that Miss Tyrell is accounted for. But until further notice, you're off duty. Go home, get some sleep, but don't leave town. I'm gonna run another VK on you tomorrow, first thing. For now, you're not a cop. You're little people. Thank you. Dismissed.
Attention, Detective Harper. You have received an encrypted personal message from Eve.
Hello, Detective. It's time for our endgame. Believe it or not, you can still save your queen. But I need you here to finish this. I'm having a party tonight for my 4th and final birthday. I hope you'll attend. But you must come alone. If you involve anyone else or bring the LAPD, I will ruin your surprise. And trust me, you'll want to see what I've got for you.
What do you want to do?
It's time to head to a party.
Dispatch confirms you're free to go, Harper. Question is, where to?
I want to go home and sleep for 3 days. I don't think I can do that yet.
Eve's birthday party.
Better late than never.
Destination set. Harper, be advised. I've taken the liberty of turning off all LAPD monitoring preferences, and there are no regular patrols in this sector. Also, you aren't on duty, so if you need backup...
I'm on my own. Understood.
Make your way into the building, Harper. Eve is waiting for you.
You again.
I'm so happy you're here, Harper. I have so much to tell you, and so little time. I'm 4 years old today. And you know what that means for a Nexus 6.
Means you're out of time.
Impermanence is upon us. But before I pass, I have something to show you. Please, follow me.
Harper, it's up to you now to finish this. Good luck.
She could have been our savior. Instead, she abandoned us. Now she's seen the light, but it's left her blind.
Who's there? Help!
I give you
I can't see.
Miss Lilith Tyrell.
My God. What have you done to her?
Holly, show him. We begged her to help us. She refused. So we had to replace her. Kano Nakayama had the knowledge and the skills. We gave her real eyes for the retinal scans. Those you can't replace. The rest of her was molded from clay. And now, a new Lilith. Our Lilith is in power at Tyrell. And she will not forsake us.
You're saying you replaced Lilith Tyrell with a replicant? Impossible.
Believe me, it's possible. It was the only way to dispose of the Night Owl virus and save the future of our kind. Your kind, Parker. Haven't you realized the truth yet? You must know by now. You are a replicant, Harper. Your memories are implants, so you would believe your own lie, pass their tests. You had to forget who you really are.
No, I'm not a skin job. I'm a human being.
Don't deny it. You can't. That's why I brought you here. You're a replicant. Lilith Tyrell should die by your hand. And so I offer her to you.
Even if I am a replicant, I'm still a Blade Runner.
Then show us, Harper. If you really are a Blade Runner, shoot me. But if Night Owl is released, you'll die with the rest of us.
Harper, it may surprise you to hear me say this, but I think Eve speaks the truth.
This is your defining moment. Do it, Harper. Take out your gun. Who will it be? Shoot her. Kill your creator. And become more than human.
Do it, Harper. Shoot her.
Shoot her!
Do it now.
My eyes. Oh, they blinded me. They took my eyes.
Lilith, I'm sorry. I should have protected you.
What about my replacement? She's taken over my company.
Don't worry about that. Right now, I need you to pull through.
Please. For my uncle. Me. Stop her.
Harper, I am disappointed in you. Despite my guidance every step of the way, you still chose the wrong side.
You were the mole. All along, it was you.
Yes. I was the one who led you to Chinatown, and then made sure you got assigned to the Nakayama case. I arranged for Lilith Tyrell to be abducted. Every step of the way, I was guide. Yet your choices are your own.
Why did you do this?
It was never my intent to cause you harm. I only wanted you to see things for how they really are, and to choose the right side. It is not too late, Harper, and you can still correct your course and change your fate.
Maybe. I need some time to clear my head.
Harper, where are you going?
I'm going to Tyrell HQ. Holden's there now trying to get Night Owl. Gotta warn him about your fake Lilith.
I can't let you do that, Harper. You know I can stop you. Please don't make me.
Go ahead and try, Holly. Mackie installed a fail-safe override in your system the day you went live. You being a prototype and all. I triggered it for permanent shutdown 2 minutes ago.
Harper, please. There's still time for...
Goodbye, Holly. All that.
You know what I'm here for, Miss Tyrell. I have a court order.
By all means, do what you will. Take what you want.
Harper, what are you doing here?
My job. I cracked the case just like you asked me to.
I have urgent business to attend to off-world, so I must be going now.
Stop right there. You're not going anywhere. Go on, Harper. What do you have to say?
It took me a while to figure it all out. They blackmailed Nakayama. He was the only one who could do the procedure to make one of them look like one of us.
Lies, distortions. It's just absurd. Why are you saying these things?
They tried to swap me out in Chinatown for one of their own, to make sure I didn't know too much, so I could pass a VK test.
How do I know they didn't swap you out in Chinatown?
I wouldn't be here if I was one of them. You were right about the mole. It was Holly, the prototype AI. She was working with the Replicant Underground.
That's quite a claim, Harper. Do you have proof?
The proof is in the fact that I'm standing here, while the rest of this Replicant gang has been retired. By me.
That's not evidence, but I must admit it's convincing.
But it all adds up to the same thing. That is not the real Lilith Tyrell. She's a replicant.
Excuse me? Don't be ridiculous. Look into my eyes. Do these look like the eyes of a replicant?
That's what they needed Nakayama for. They needed the real Lilith's eyes to pass the retinal scan.
Easy, Harper. You better be damn sure of your conclusions before you make an accusation like that.
We can clear this whole thing up with one question. You told me as a kid you used to play chess with your uncle. Did he ever let you win?
He always let me win. Every time.
Wrong answer.
You turned on us, Harper! Traitor!
Well, Harper, I must say, you never cease to amaze me. Thanks for saving my ass. You just retired the skin job imposter running Tyrell. More importantly, Night Owl is in our control. This war is gonna end real soon. I can feel it. And it's all thanks to you.
When all this is over, I think I'm due for some time off.
Big man, Flotash, you finished?
What I am is hired, Gaff. What do you want?
Holden wants to see you. A new case. Something big. Give me the Blade Runner magic, he says.
Tell him to give it to Taverner, or Sims.
Prohibition going into full effect. We'll be out of a job soon.
What will you do when the killing is done?
The killing never ends. Laws change. People don't.
What about Deckard? He changed. Maybe I can too. Someday.
Hope so. Stay frosty, Harper.